one person's hero's journey would be. Only they can walk it. I just really like powerfully facilitating it.
It's quite interesting with the hero's journey is that it can be, as you said, so many different things because we each have our unique learning path, unique challenges in life, unique limiting beliefs that we need to uproot. And it's really doing that trauma healing because as part of our onboarding on Earth, we've experienced childhood trauma in different degrees, but that's just the way that the system is designed to create childhood trauma, to block our ability to dream as we're growing up, essentially. And the system, the structures that are in place in the current system, they're designed in a way that they don't uplift you enough for you to dream these solutions while you're going through school or university so that you can create your own business structure, but rather you can be plugged into the existing systems where people can squeeze the talent, the energy out of you to manifest their reality while you're stuck kind of wondering, is this all there is? And I think your role is to tap people on the shoulder and be like, no, there's more, but it's here. You have to unlock it and I can help you. That's the power, I think, when you have a spiritually aligned coach, whether it's a spiritual business, whether it has to do with the personal authenticity, it's adding that next level of showing you that there's more for your consciousness if you're open to that ascension, to taking the steps forward. But it's always a balance. So as you mentioned, the therapy and recovering the missing pieces that we lose as part of our growing up, it's almost like in order for you to ascend, you have to take that dive into the subconscious mind. And the lower you go into the subconscious mind, the higher you're going to rise. It's the law of balance, I suppose, the duality, and even yin and yang. I know we say that for partnerships, but it's the duality within us as well. And the more we expand in terms of our subconscious mind and how brave we are to face those corners that society told us, no, you should be ashamed of that, you should be guilty about that. And the more we remove those beliefs, the freer we become to kind of become whole again and create from that space of wholeness so that we can offer that to other people, which is quite beautiful. And that kind of takes me to being a spiritual business owner and what it actually means, because once you unlock that spirituality element to running your business, it's a general life upgrade. It's so much more than just running your business from that place of spirituality. It's you connecting with the version of yourself that you didn't even realize it existed, a version of yourself that has more potential fulfilled in this lifetime, which is quite empowering to know that you can accomplish so much more just by being yourself, doing the work every single day. But when you kind of guide people towards what it means to be a spiritual business owner, where do you start? Is it the abundance mindset? Is it the channeling? Is it connecting with spirit guides? What's the one aspect that you would start with? And what's the one aspect that kind of puzzles people the most?
I really think that the place to start is to recognize that you are entering into your personal hero's journey. So that means there is no formula out there. There's no recipe. There's no place that is just like, you are safe. It's like going out on a voyage. There have been put forward, the phases of a hero's journey. I think there's like 12 phases. One of them is acquiring a mentor. That can be an important aspect of taking your hero's journey, and also finding the true allies for your journey. And, at the bottom of the journey is where you're going deep. You're like facing death. You are going deep and really learning about who you are and what it is that you have to give through your business. And then there's a whole journey of bringing that information back up. I love how you were, drawing the circles in the air, because that is very much the drawing of the hero's journey, which includes, going really deep to understand who you are. So, as I look at your lovely slide, it speaks so much to the things that you will encounter on your hero's journey. You are creating your own personal new earth through encountering your hero's journey. And you have to have an abundance mindset because, so many people, especially people who have been through trauma, they nickel and dime themselves and they think, I have to do this all by myself because of, going through trauma. That's maybe something that we think that we learned. But in order to really create an abundant business, you need to be able to heal those places and enter into an abundance mindset where you are investing in things like coaching or mentorship, or, something that is going to support you in your journey. So we do need to have an abundance mindset in order to invest in the places where it's appropriate. And, for everybody's situation is going to be different. Abundance mindset may mean a small investment, but it is going to be much needed support for being able to take that deep dive. I think everybody's journey is very personal. And I think the place to start is to recognize you are entering a hero's journey. And if you can look up those phases of the hero's journey, that might be a helpful little tool to be able to even engage with.
When you look at a tree, you know how you have the lines, the circles for every year that the tree has lived? That's us. The more we advance and grow, the more we expand our presence in the world. But if we're just stuck and afraid, we're just going to circle in the same life situation for many years and think, why is this not changing? Because it's up to you to take the first step and expand and go outside, because the root is always going to be there. Your childhood is always going to be there, but you're always advancing. And the parallels between how nature is growing and how we're growing comes to life the more we look at nature, the more we reconnect with nature.
Really powerful, Stella. And I feel like, if someone were to take a nugget away from this podcast, that could be it.